Hello, welcome back to my channel, Food for Thought with Barbara Cooking-Diva. If you are new to the channel, welcome. You're in a safe place where we talk about the four major F's in my life and perhaps your life too. It's faith, family, finance, and of course, food. That's my area of specialty. I am a classically trained certified chef and culinary nutritionist and your cooking diva. And you are watching Food for Thought with Barbara Cooking-Diva. Yeah, that's me. So, like, subscribe, hit that notification button if you like my content, and join me again in this safe space, Food for Thought. So today it's election day here in the US. And for my friends back in the Caribbean and in my home country, Jamaica, hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining. So today I feel like comfort food. I want some plant-based comfort food. And one of my favorite vegetables in the plant-based is cabbage. I love this vegetable so much. This was my dad's favorite vegetable, and it stands to reason why it's one of mine too. It's in our blood. I love it. So I like to do a light sautéed cabbage with a lot of other vegetable thrown in to really pack a complex array of nutrient-rich vegetables. So the cabbage, and I'm going for a green plantain. Oh yeah. You know, those of us from the island, we like a green plantain. And those here in America too, you know. The green plantain, it is so rich in iron, but when it's fried, it gives you that crunchiness. Oh yeah. So I like to do a sauteed cabbage with green plantain for a brunch. So that's what's on my menu today. So this episode on Food for Thought with Barbara Cooking-Diva is about food. We're gonna do a nice brunch using some plant-based food. And to round out my sauteed cabbage with fried green plantain, of course, some avocado. Another one of my favorite healthy fat, avocado. Here I'm using Ask avocado. They're creamy, they're like butter. Love, 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 love avocados. I like this type of avocado, but any avocado will do for me. That's the healthy fat from the plant-based. And then I'm not finished. I cook a lot with healthy fats. Organic cold-pressed coconut oil is one of my favorites. See, you can get this at the supermarket, right? Cold pressed organic coconut oil, and it adds a nice flavor to the food. So I have a mountain of vegetable that I've already cut: my onion, my bell pepper, some tomatoes, some scallion, thyme, a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper, because you know this girl like her spice. I'm gonna hit it with a hint of spice and get this going. So let's start cooking. All right, so I'm gonna finish cutting the cabbage, and I like a thinly shredded cabbage because I give my cabbage just a light saute, right? I don't wanna cook away the nutrients in the vegetable, right? So a nice light saute that is still nice and crunchy, but it's cooked. So watch. I'm going to use the knife and literally do a shred. Nice, smooth motion. Your knife goes up, your knife comes down, up, down, and look at how thinly shredded it is, right? So that's the treatment for my cabbage. Then I'm going to first work on my fried green plantain, and then I'm just going to do a light saute on the cabbage right after. Or if you're in a hurry, you could work on this simultaneously, all right? One of the key to cooking and making it easy is to prep your ingredients ahead of time. Sometimes you can do this on the weekend, and it saves a lot of time during weekday cooking, right? So I went ahead this morning and I cut some of my vegetables ahead of time, the onion, the bell pepper. I went ahead and put everything together, and so I have it all ready. All right, so you can see you have some tomatoes here that's going in, some onion and bell pepper, some minced garlic, all the plant-based vegetables to enhance and improve the nutrient content of the food. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And so this is where the nutrients come from, the medicine. Things like garlic that acts as a natural antibiotic, also as a vasodilator. It means that it opens up the blood vessel and allow blood to flow through more easily, thereby lowering your blood pressure. I mean, these things have culinary value, but they have nutritional value as well. Now, you may notice off to the side is sitting these beauties. There are some flavors from my new cocktail line, Diva Luscious Cocktail, available on my website, divaluscious.com. That's DIVALU, Luscious, CIOUS, DIVALUCIOUS, divaluscious.com. It's a cocktail line of all natural blend of exotic fruits and infusion of some vegetables such as the cucumber, lime, verde mule. This is made with ginger, cucumber, and kiwi. And when I tell you, this is everything you'd want in a mule and more delicious stuff. So that's the verde mule. This is the Mary Berry Cosmo. This is a blend of 4 berries infused with a hint of a spice to make this delicious blend for your Cosmo mix. All you have to do is add vodka and you are good to go and enjoy yourself a delicious and nutritious guilt-free cocktail. Oh, and don't forget, I couldn't put out a cocktail line without making a rum punch. We make a mean rum punch in the islands, and in Jamaica, I grew up watching my mom making a rum punch. Well, I put my twist on this, added some culinary spin, and you have this delicious TKO tropical rum punch made with a blend of all natural tropical fruits and infused with some good old dark rum that just kicks it up. Literally, it is a total knockout. The TKO tropical rum punch from Divalicious Cocktail Line. So that's these beauties. And then there is the amnesia. The amnesia flavor, I'll feature in my next video, is a blend of tamarind, which is a fruit found in the Caribbean, found in Jamaica, and it makes this tart mix. Ooh, the amnesia makes a mean spritzer. Ooh, just add some sparkling white wine and you have yourself a delicious tamarind spritzer. Amnesia, you forget all about your troubles and everything that's going on when you have this drink. And of course, we can't forget the mojito. So in this cocktail line, I have the pineapple coconut mojito. This cocktail mix was really inspired by a group of ladies that I did a private birthday party for. And they were all celebrating birthday in the month of August. They're all ladies. And when I went for my client meeting with them, and they all told me that they had birthday with days apart. One of them had my mother's shared birthday with my mom, August 16th. I was like, wow, ladies, I feel like I'm in the lion's den meeting with you. So that cocktail mix was inspired of these ladies. One of them, my dear friend, Angela T. Williams. That's my girl, that's my friend, my sister. So this drink is called Roar Mojito. It's a pineapple coconut mix, and boy, when I tell you it's delicious, I kid you not, that drink roars. All right, so just get ready for the release of Divalicious cocktail line. All right, so let me get back to making this brunch, and I'm going to start out with working on my plantain. And I have soaking here the green plantain that I am going to be frying and pressing out. And I have a plantain press. It's this wooden tool, kitchen tool, hand tool that you can use to press the plantain. The green plantain, as you can see, is quite thick and it's hard because it's still green. So using a plantain press, or old school way, I'll show you. When I was growing up and we didn't have these handy dandy little kitchen gadgets, I saw my grandmother doing this. She would peel her plantain, remove the skin, and then she would save the skin because she would press the plantain after she fried it a little bit to soften it. She would press it out in the actual skin of the plantain before she threw out the skin. So if you don't have one of these pressed, just save your skin. Go ahead, don't throw this out yet. Just put it aside, because you can put the plantain back in and press it right there and put it back to do that final fry, right? To get it nice and crispy. I like a crispy plantain. So I'm gonna get this ready. So I cut it in 3, and then I'm going to cut each piece in a half, right? So I'm gonna wind up with this, all right? And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on the plantain and put them in the oil, which I'm about to put in the pan so it heats up. And that will be nice and ready. So I'm putting a couple of tablespoons of cold pressed organic coconut oil. I like the flavor and the taste of this. I'm really gonna get that nice island vibe from this plant-based comfort food. Taking the food from the earth and applying some cooking technique. Frying is a dry cooking technique, using fat through the transfer of heat in a pan. Voila! And we have something nice and crispy. Okay, so while the oil is heating up, I have my cabbage ready. And I think I'm going to start heating the pan also to make the cabbage, because it's already cut, shredded, all the vegetables are already cut up. I have scallions, I have onions, bell pepper, tomatoes, a bunch of different vegetables on my board to show you. Look at that beauty. That's food, plant-based food. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my God, it's gonna be delicious. All right, so I have both pans heating up. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in my pan for the cabbage. That goes right in. And then I am going to get ready to start putting the plantain in the pan. And I'm frying the plantains in about a 4-inch deep pan, because I want to be able to cover the pan and allow that moist heat to loosen up and soften the plantain a little bit. And then I'm going to remove them, press them in my plantain skin, or I can use a plantain presser if you have one, and then put them back for that final crispy fry. And I'm going to fry them, that last fry, uncovered. That's where you get that dry air, and then it gets that crisp. So that's the plan for the plantain. All right, so as soon as the pan heats up, oh, and I'm gonna cut just a little bit of this Scotch bonnet pepper for my cabbage. Now you can take out the pepper if you're not someone who likes spice. You can forego this, and your sautéed cabbage will be just as delicious. But this girl likes her spice, so you will see me often cooking with a little bit of spice. Not everything, not all the dishes I make calls for spice, but a lot of times I use spice in my dishes because I like the flavor sometimes of this Scotch bonnet pepper. Not so much the heat, the spice that comes from it, but sometimes you get a good batch and they just really have a nice flavor. Yeah. So, you'll find me putting a little bit of that in my dish. Okay, so I am about to put all of this in and have it sauteed, and then I'm going to start working on the plantain. That's going to go in next. So all this beautiful plant-based stuff goes right in the pan, and you will hear that sizzle. Ah, listen to that. That's all that goodness in a plant-based meal. That's going to be quick and easy and super delicious. All right, so my cabbage is in the pan. That's going to saute for a few minutes, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and that will take care of the cabbage. And while this is cooking, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start adding the plantain in and start frying those. And remember I told you, I'm just going to put a little bit, let's do that. All right, make sure you kind of get rid of some of the water that you soak your plantain in. If you soak them, you don't have to soak them. I soak them sometimes before I actually put them in. We're looking at salted water. You don't have to do that though, but if you do, just want to make sure that you get rid of the moisture so that the oil doesn't pop and burn you. You want to make sure that we're safe in the kitchen as well. All right, so I put in my first, I'll put a couple more inside there. Put in my first set of plantains. I'm going to cover the pan. This is where I'm applying that moist heat I told you about because it helps to steam the plantains a little bit first and soften them, and then I remove the cover and then I apply dry air, and that way you get it nice and crispy and golden brown. So while that is cooking, I'm going to just go ahead and give my cabbage a little stir. Give it some love. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Look at this beauty. This is looking good. See that steam? And it's starting to wilt already. See that nice? See that steam coming up. All right. So I want to just go ahead and hit this with some salt and pepper when it's done, and voila, this would be ready very soon. This cabbage will saute literally in about 5 to 6 minutes. It's done. You don't want to overcook this, because then you start to lose the nutrient value of the food, and especially a vegetable like cabbage, which is loaded in calcium. You'd be amazed how much calcium you can get from one head of cabbage, right? So this is truly a nutrient-rich vegetable as well. All right, so I'm gonna let that finish sauteing. Let me just go ahead and add some seasoning. I'm putting a little bit of salt, a little pepper, black pepper that is. Yep. All right, in goes my black pepper. And then in goes my salt, a little bit. As you guys know, I use salt very conservatively, so I always start out with just a little dash, and if it needs more, I add to taste. So you can do it to your taste. All right, so we are almost done with this part of the brunch. Pretty soon this cabbage is done, and the colors are looking really nice. The way I like my cabbage is to still have a little bit of crunch to it, so it's not soggy. All right, so I have my thing ready and waiting to put away my cabbage. And then I'm gonna always turn the handle of your pots and pan away from the front, right? It's just a safety tip. So you wanna turn the handle to the side so you don't accidentally knock it off in walking past it. All right, so let's see what's going on for these plantains. I'm just gonna turn them over. And I just want them to have a nice light golden brown color. And then I'll take them out, I'll press them out, and then I'll put them back in. Yeah, these are looking quite nice. Oh, these are going to be so delicious. Look, 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 look. Nice golden brown. These are really nice. All right. So while that's cooking up, we can start breaking this down. And start to make way to plate this dish. I'm getting ready to plate the cabbage, put it in a dish that I have ready and waiting for it to give it this nice treatment. We're gonna certainly enjoy this brunch on this election day. Make sure you go out and vote, 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 vote. Vote like your life depends on it, because it does. You want to exercise that right to vote. All right, this looks so good. All right. So I'm going to get ready to plate this. The cabbage is all ready. And then next, I'm going to turn my attention to, look at that. Ooh, look at that beauty going in. Plant-based foods, people. Plant-based. No preservative, no additive. Just food in its natural state. Apply some cooking technique. And voila. All right. Look at this treatment. It's just so beautiful. I love me some cabbage, boy. And I love a good vegetable or any plant-based meal for that matter. Look at that. It doesn't get any better. Awesome. All right, so one down, another one to go. And this show with our election day plant-based brunch will be done. And I can sit down and enjoy. And I think I'm going to have the tropical rum punch, the TKO rum punch. I think that's what's going to go down with my fried green plantain and sautéed cabbage. Oh yeah, it's going down. It's going down. All right, so remember I told you that once the plantains are ready, I'm just going to take them out. I'm going to put them in the skin. I'm going to give it a little press, and then I'm going to put them back for that final fry. So look at that. They're nice and golden brown. Yep. I'm going to take them out. They're a bit soft also because I covered the pan. So these will press quite nicely, and then put them back to get that crispy fry. Alrighty. Woohoo! I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Okay. Alright. So here goes. I saved the skin of the plantain after I peeled it because I want to put the fried plantain back in the skin and just give it a press. Press down. And what I'm doing is to press it out just a bit flat, so when I put it back and it fries up, you get that nice crispy fry. So that goes back in, press another one, it goes in. Ooh. And at this point, when I'm doing this final fry on the plantain, I'm not going to cover the pan because I want that dry air to crisp up my plantain, right? To get that nice, crisp, golden brown color. So no cover at this point. I'm just going to continue pressing them out, get them a little bit soft. Yeah. The Latino countries really enjoys a nice fried green plantain as well, not just in the Caribbean. I have friends from South America, friends from places like Puerto Rico, which is part of the Caribbean, that really does enjoy a nice fried green plantain, right? Yeah. It's a nice finger food. Okay, so they go back in, and those are gonna fry and crisp up. And while that's happening, I'm going to slice a couple of my avocado, put it on this platter, and have it ready to go along with my fried green plantain. Before I do that, I want to hit the plantain with a little sprinkle of salt. Not a whole lot, just a little sprinkle to give them that like salty chip-like feeling, right? And then I'm going to get my avocados ready. So my avocado, I'm using avocado, nice and creamy. And I'm just gonna, all right, on my cutting board, put my knife down into the avocado, and while keeping the avocado on the board, let the board do the cutting for you, and the knife, do not hold this in your hand. So I just cut around the perimeter of the avocado, and voila, it opens up. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, food, nature. I love, love, love me some plant-based food. All right. Now, how do you remove the pit? Again, on the board. Always safety first in the kitchen. Put your knife down, a little bit of force into the seed, twist, and voila, it's out. It's done. It's that easy. All right. So we are going down to the wire here. We're pretty soon. Breakfast is going, well, brunch. Pretty sure it's about midday or close to midday. The day has gone by so quickly. Went out for a nice walk this morning and just got back and decided that I was going to make this video for you guys and share with you how you can do some nice plant-based comfort food that is rich in nutrients and just really, really a good fit for you. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my avocado in quarters. Sprinkle a little bit of salt on them. And they're gonna sit right on my platter, like that. So we serve them up. Look, all right? And then my plantains are gonna go on that side. Ooh, things are looking good around these parts, cooking up in my kitchen. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you are watching Food for Thought with Barbara Cooking Diva. That's me. Yeah, so today it's about food, right? Comfort food, plant-based comfort food, rich in nutrients, but boy, does it make your tummy feel good. That's what we are about today. So I had some green plantains that I had purchased from the market, and I thought today was just a perfect day to fry those green plantains with some sautéed cabbage. Remember my star ingredient, the cabbage? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna have that with some avocado, nice and creamy texture. All right, so I'm about ready to take the first batch of my fried plantain out and put it on the platter. And I am going to put just a bit of a paper towel here just to absorb any of the excess oil. Although honestly, there isn't any excess oil here to be absorbed. I want to show you what these look like. Oh my goodness, they are so crispy and golden and delicious looking. I can't wait to try these. Cannot wait. Lunch, brunch is going to be super delicious. Take a look at this, guys. Now, how delicious looking is that? All right, so I'm just gonna finish up this batch and then I'll be all finished. And we are ready to sit down and eat and enjoy some Diva-licious cocktail, the TKO Tropical Rum Punch. It's a total knockout. That's what I'm gonna have my brunch with. Enjoy the tropical rum punch, which will be available for you to purchase on 11/11, 7 days from now, at divalucious.com. DIVALUCIOUS. divalucious.com. Yeah, coming to you very, very soon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the last batch of plantains in and follow the same steps to finish them up. And that will take care of plant-based Election Day brunch here in the US of A. All right, so I always start out by covering them first so that they soak a little bit, and then finish up with a little bit of, all right, so let me go ahead and put these on the platter. I can take them off. Look at that. And I'll stack. Yeah. All right, if you are ever wondering what to do with your green plantains, not to fret, not to worry. You can fry them up with a little bit of salt, a little sprinkle of salt, add some cabbage, sauteed cabbage, and you will have yourself a delicious brunch. So there you have it, guys. My plant-based brunch that I'm going to enjoy with Divalicious cocktail. So you have the finished dish, my sauteed cabbage, and of course my fried plantains with avocado. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Divalicious at divalicious.com when you go to purchase your cocktail, and see you back at this channel, Food for Thought with Barbara Cooking Diva. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you can get notice of more of my videos that features faith, family, finance, and of course, food. Thank you for joining me. I am your culinary nutritionist, Barbara Cooking Diva. Bye.